It is Monday, and I am here to show you my process with AI. First, I try to work ethically. Um, Basically, AI takes up a lot of energy. So I try really hard to use, if you can look at 6:16 here Eastern Time Zone. I try to do all of my generative AI stuff early mornings. I'm a little late starting because I had an update, but we will work through it. So let's pull up ChatGPT. This one's Grok. Here's Chat. Okay. So I want to write a page, and this is how I can use ChatGPT to be ethical as well as make my writing easier for the average person to read. I write like I talk, so sometimes that's very hard for people. So here you go. I would like to write a page on using AI ethically. I know AI has been around for years and only recently became public. Oops. I think that was 2022. That's when I started using it, and I jumped on as quickly as I could. Um, I'm a Gen Xer. Gen X was the last generation to know what it was like not to have a screen, and we grew up as all of this technology came to the public. I know that it started in the 50s. I better put 1950s. And was used privately, let's see, for years before going public. I also know it takes a lot of energy to run and water to cool. Please give me more detailed information as well as citable research. Bam. So I don't subscribe to these prompts. You can buy prompts, you can be trained to make prompts. I find being simple, starting with something and building off of that something is the best way. It also creates evergreen material when you do it that way. So, see, I'm going to open this. This is true. I don't know who this is. So let's see who this is first. Paris, France. So I may not want to use this because it's not in my country, not saying that it's not a proper resource, but I like to use resources from my country. Uh, so, yeah, I knew they were used all there. Yes, this is very good right here. See, they go back to them again. So that must be a major. There we go. So this would be one I use as a site um, to cite it. So I cite pretty much. I cite where I get my information, even though I don't tend to quote them very rarely. I might use that one though. Um, just because I write. And the whole deal about writing, none of us are saying new words. None of us are saying new things. We just say it in our own voice. So that's sort of what I do, but I want people to be able to go in and read more information. Reddit, read more information if needed. Cornell University, this is another good site for your pages. You want to sort of stay away from other blog posts, other articles just written by people like me, and stick with people that are true. This is a organization within Cornell University. So this is, it looks like it is a tech site. Um, we'll have to look into this a little bit more. And this, I'm still not sure. Let's do this. Let's go back here. Let's do UNESCO and just see what AI tells us. It's a UN agency, so right there, I want to stay away from it. Um, that's a whole different training. So, we're going to get rid of this. We're going to keep these. We're going to go all the way down to the bottom because, again, I am fighting time. We're going to copy this. I come into here, go into my drafts. I'm going to create a new document. So this is the first thing I copied. Now I'm going to make a second tab. I'm going to go back to my AI. Wonderful. Now, how can I explain the easiest way to be mindful when using AI? can't spell. Generative. And I'm going to copy this and I'm going to go ahead and put it on the top here because that is the prompt I used. So this is how I view AI. This is how I view AI. And it's a machine. So those are my big deals. Go down to the bottom. I copy this and I put it on this page. Open a new tab. Go back here. Now I'm going to say, now with all this information, I will build my web page. Please give me a great hook to use as title, as well as keyword and secondary keywords. I'm gonna copy that. Go ahead and put it over here. Go back. It just finished. See here, evergreen. That's what you want to shoot for. Oop. I like this one better. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so it gave me my meta. I'm going to go to the next one. And I'm going to name this one. I'm going to say now great hook. I hate when they do it like this. There we go. There we go. So those are the ads. One more, and I'm going to rename this one prompts. Okay, so please provide proper prompts to use in Canva for page and advertising images. I need about 5 different prompts that can be used for both. And then it'll prop me out my prompts. Copy them, take it back over here, and paste. Now, what can I name this? I did not. There we go. So, there you have it. I just created information that I can use to turn it into a page. I got the main bulk of it. So now, and I also got my ads and my prompts for my AI. So what I would do here is let's grab this, open up my Canva. Now, my team, I believe there's 5 of us. We split the cost of Canva Pro, so it's not so hard on us. And then we all have our own stuff and we can share amongst each other if we want to. But I like to do this in the Dream Lab. It makes 4 pictures. I could use any of these 4 pictures. I tend to stick with this. And I would do something like, so you can open it. I don't like these hands. Let's move to the next one. These hands look a little better, except that's the wrong hand for that person. I guess that works. I like that they have crystals and candles. I like that picture a lot. Definitely don't like these hands. I like these colors better. But I'll stick with this one. I'll open it in an editor. Now, text. I have a brand. This is my brand. Could use any of these brand types. Oh, so that was a mistake. Delete it out. Let's try it again. There we go. And then I'm just going to put there. And I'm going to put it about here. Now, what I'm going to do, jump off, jump back on, go to my effects. I like outline. I outline it dark, my favorite dark, and then I play with it a little bit to make it stand out so you can read that a little better. And then, whoops, I share it. Download. I make it small, that way I can use it anywhere. I like PNG, less issue than what we call JPEGs. Pictures. Where do we want to put it? AI. That's where we would put it. And we're going to call it, there we go. That's what it's called. So I've created 10 ads, one. So this, I am going to watch. Strike through text, because I made that one already. And that's what I do with the ads. As I place them, I do a strike through text. So, but I'm not going to be placing ads until I get this page written. And again, these are just tabs that I use to keep information. So, I have a lot of information to go on from here. So I've created basically an outline. And that's pretty much it. Very short little video, but I hope it happens to help somebody. I don't spend a lot of time on one particular thing because my brain just doesn't let that happen. I will go in and read all of these specifically to see if there is something I want to draw from. And I might do a little bit more looking around using Google, which is the first AI you guys probably ever used. Most people think it's a new thing. Early 1900s, they actually came up with the concept. 1950s, right here, is when it really started to be worked on. It's been around forever, and we use it every day, and we've been using it. We used it for Netflix. We used it for Googling something. That's all a version of AI. So right here, see, autocomplete, spam filter. This is all AI, all of it, every single one of it. So it's not going anywhere. The point is we have to be ethical when we use it. We have to double check the information because ChatGPT learns from everybody inputting data. So some of that data is not right. If I said the moon was made of cheese, somewhere in chat that would be saved and it may draw from it. So you must be careful. I will see you on the next video, and I hope this helps somebody get a little more organized in using AI, and also think about the timing, the different things you do, and how you could reuse what you create each time you create. That's the ethical way to do it. Thanks, and have a great day.